You know those emails where you don't even understand what the person is asking of you? You don't know what they want you to do? I'm sure you've had this experience before. Today, we're going to talk about how to ask for clarification in an email. Communication in any written form, including email, is more complex to interpret than in-person communication. We lose all of the supplemental information that we can get when we're speaking with somebody sitting right across from us. For example, we can't hear the person's tone of voice, which is going to help us understand, are they happy, are they upset? What is going on? What's the tone behind the email? Similarly, we can't see their body language, which is going to give us clues as to the intent behind the message. And so here we are left with these written words trying to figure out what the person means. Sometimes this is pretty obvious. Other times it can be really confusing. I know myself, I've had some email exchanges that have gone on several times. For instance, where I'm trying to clarify something that I need to be done and the other person's trying to explain to me how they're doing it or what needs to be done, and I'm not quite understanding and they're not quite understanding me. And it gets super frustrating. And so what happens often is that we just give up trying to clarify, and then we don't get the clarification we need to know what we have to do. Or we get more and more frustrated as we keep having these exchanges. So what can we do to change this dynamic? The simple answer is pick up the phone. Especially when there's a lack of clarity around what's being discussed, it's really tough sometimes to work this out by email. If you've already tried with an email exchange or two and you're getting nowhere, pick up the phone and have a quick discussion. That 5-minute phone call will save you a lot of time and frustration. Now, if it's something that you're feeling really frustrated or upset about, for instance, somebody says something and you're interpreting it as them, let's say, blaming you, then my suggestion would be don't pick up the phone right away. Give yourself some time to cool down and pick up the phone when you're in a space where you're ready to have an open discussion to try to get to the bottom of things, where you're not so worked up by feeling that the person who had written to you has said something offensive or anything like that. So again, the simple solution, pick up the phone. Don't do it when you're in a really emotionally heightened state, and just have an open conversation with the person. Let them know you haven't quite understood and you need a bit more info. And that's probably going to get you a solution much faster than an exchange of 20 emails that's going to leave you with no clear solution and just feeling increasingly frustrated. And if the discussion that you need to have is a sensitive topic that you're not looking forward to engaging in and you want a few more tips on how to have a difficult conversation, I invite you to head over to my website, lindsaylapaquette.com/difficult-conversations, and you'll find there some great tips on how to navigate these tough conversations with ease.